fast can we print on the Ender 3 Pro? What is the limit? Welcome back to UMakeTech. In today's episode I print insanely fast on the Ender 3 Pro by overriding some settings in Cura. I look at the gain in speed and the impact on print quality. But first a disclaimer. All the information contained in this video is for educational purpose only. I do not recommend to print faster nor to override Cura settings. There is a high risk of breaking your 3D printer. Okay, enough for disclaimers. Let's get started. The first thing we have to do is to modify a configuration file in Cura. Cura is normally installed in Program Files, Ultimaker Cura. The file we want to modify is located under Resources, Definitions, and is named realitybase.def.json. We want to modify two parameters: machine max acceleration X and machine max acceleration Y, from their default value of 500 to a value of 5000 mm per second squared. We do not plan to use acceleration that high, but this change is required, otherwise Cura will not allow us to set acceleration above 500. In order to save the file, we have to edit it as an administrator. Now we also update the setting in the 3D printer. In the control menu, we select the motion submenu and acceleration. We change the three parameters Amax X, Amax Y and Amax E to 5000. And we store the settings. Before we move on to the Cura settings, I would like to point out that I made 3 upgrades to my Ender 3 Pro. I believe these upgrades help to support faster print speeds. I upgraded the stock cooling to the full-size blockhead. The more efficient cooling is required because as we print faster, the PLA has less time to cool down. I also upgraded the Bowden extruder to direct drive in order to improve the extrusion accuracy and the retractions. Finally, I upgraded the spool holder with bearings to reduce friction and to further improve the filament feeding rate consistency. Okay, back to Cura. First, let's take a look at my normal print settings. I use a print temperature of 215 degrees C for Sunlu PLA+, and a print speed of 50 mm per second. The first layer is printed slower. The acceleration is set at the default value of 500, and the jerk is at 8. Retraction and cooling are enabled. With these settings, printing the part shown takes 8 hours and 8 minutes. Now I make change to this profile to build what I call the fast profile. Because I print faster, I increase the nozzle temperature a bit. I increase the print speed from its default of 50 to 100 mm per second. Note that increasing the print speed more does not significantly reduce the print time, because the 3D printer never actually reaches its top speed. Indeed, a 3D printer never follows the straight lines for long, and must turn all the time, preventing it to reach the maximum speed. As a result, like a car on a sinuous road, the average speed is driven more by the acceleration than by the top speed. I increase the acceleration from 500 to 1000 mm per second squared. For the first layer, I keep the default acceleration to 500 to improve the adhesion to the bed. All the other settings remain unchanged. With the fast profile, I reduce the print time of this part from 8 hours and 8 minutes to 4 hours and 41 minutes. Finally, I want to see what happens when I print too fast. Therefore, I create an insane Cura profile. Again, I increase the nozzle temperature a bit and change the print speed from 100 to 150 mm per second. I also increase the acceleration to 3000 mm per second squared. That is just insane. Let's find out what the speed limit is. With the insane profile, printing this part only takes 3 hours 18 minutes. This is less than half the normal time. Let's take a look at some parts and see how fast we can print them. Starting with a simple calibration cube. It takes normally 30 minutes to print this cube. With a fast speed, we can print it in 24 minutes, and with an insane speed, the time is reduced to 20 minutes. The cube is so small that the gain in speed is not very impressive. Printing a 3D Benchy normally takes 1 hour and 54 minutes. Using the fast speed, it prints in 1 hour and 19 minutes. And using the insane speed, reduces this time to 1 hour. How does the print speed impact the print quality? The quality is pretty good at the normal speed. With the fast speed, the print time is reduced by about 40% and the print quality is still very good, but of course a bit degraded. With the insane speed, the 3D Benchy prints in 1 hour, but the quality is significantly degraded, as expected. We can clearly see defects, like misaligned layers. For big parts like this duck, it becomes very interesting to print faster. Printing this duck normally takes 9 hours and 2 minutes. By using the fast speed, we can print it in only 5 hours and 20 minutes. With the insane speed, it takes only 3 hours and 38 minutes. Unfortunately, the loss in quality becomes more evident on bigger parts like this duck. Finally, let's take a look at this front cover for a Spot robot dog. It takes no less than 8 hours and 8 minutes to print this at normal speed. By using the fast speed, this time is reduced to 4 hours and 41 minutes. And with the insane speed, we can reduce this time even further to 3 hours and 18 minutes. At the fast speed, the part is far from perfect, but it is probably good enough for fast prototyping. Unfortunately, the quality of the part with the insane speed is unacceptable. Time for a conclusion. Yes, we can really print fast on the Ender 3 Pro, but there is no free lunch. The quality degrades with increasing print speed. For some parts this may be acceptable, but to get the highest quality from the Ender 3, the slower you print the better. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you soon on UMakeTech.